Alright, hey guys, it's me again, and today I'm going to talk about how to get anomaly shards really quickly. And it's actually pretty simple. In fact, it's so simple that you could get the new ephemera that originally dropped from rare caches in just like 2 runs, honestly. Also, apparently anomaly shards are affected by resource boosters. Not sure why, but that's something to keep in mind, so you can potentially get the ephemera in only 1 run. So now sometimes there is a bug, I guess, with anomaly shards where sometimes they just don't save. You know your items wouldn't have saved if the host, for instance, does not have them in his inventory. That's the way you know that it hasn't saved after you do a nav reset. And the quick workaround for this is just what you want to do after your runs is do a mission on Earth. Just have nobody leave the party yet. Just do a mission on Earth. And then return to the dry dock, and then your items will be saved there. Now, to be on the safe side, you should probably do this after every single run, but sometimes if you just do all your runs first and then do the mission on Earth to save your anomaly shards also sometimes works. Now, if you don't know what a nav reset is, all you have to do is just make sure you're in an invite-only or a friends-only party with one other person, and then you just go into the mission, do whatever you want to do. And when you've done, all you have to do is go back to your ship, and then you'll regain access to the navigation panel on your ship. Now, this does not work on solo, and this does not work in public. It only works on the invite-only and friends-only modes. As well as you have to have one other person present in your party before you launch the mission, and you have to launch the mission from the clan dojo. Now, if you're on console, it's a little bit different. On console, you have to actually launch from your orbiter. You have to load the mission by yourself in a friends-only or an invite-only party, and then you invite people into the mission after you've already loaded up the mission. And that seems to be the workaround for console. If you're not the host, you may notice that if you're in the dojo or something when you return from doing your runs, you may notice that the anomaly shards aren't actually in your inventory. Luckily, this is actually a visual bug, and if you just go back to your orbiter, they'll show up in your inventory. So don't freak out or don't worry about that. Your anomaly shards are not gone. Now, the strategy here is just to stay on the move, and you want to kill every single sentient except for the Vombless, as they take way too long to kill. It's funny how they're the tankiest sentients in the entire tile set, but just skip the Vombless and just go for everything else. And you want to clear everything as fast as you possibly can, and our frames of choice help with that immensely. And our frames of choice are Grendel and Umbra. Now, Grendel makes our strategy super duper easy, as literally with Grendel's feast ability, he can literally just take the sentients with him and just keep storing them and then put them all in one spot, CC them with like Magus Lockdown, as well as blind them with the Matterize skill Void Radiance to interrupt any attacks that they're going to do or that they were stuck in while they're in his feast. And then he can wipe them all out with the Paracesis. Now, if you don't have Grendel, or if you don't have the Matterize focus skill, Void Radiance, then Umbra is literally the next best thing. As with Umbra, he can just blind the sentients and interrupt their attacks the same way Void Radiance does with his Radial Howl. And because he comes with a bunch of Umbra polarities, you can stick all the Umbra mods on, and all the Umbra mods give tower resistance. So if you pair that with adaptation, you're actually really, really tanky, and you're very, very unlikely to die at all in the sentient tile set. And obviously not dying makes killing the sentients a whole lot easier. But anyways, here's the build. For my Grendel build, the most important parts about this build are vitality and adaptation, as Grendel has a lot of health and a decent amount of armor, and basically this is going to help us survive the sentients without them just fucking 2 to 3 tapping us. As well as flow and rage. Flow mainly because Grendel's 1 eats up a lot of energy the more enemies are in his belly, and then the rest is kind of up to you. I put up a lot of power strength so that way I can strip some armor and kill these sentients a little bit faster, as well as I have max efficiency to keep my costs low. And for the Paracesis, I'm still using the same build, just by sacrificial build with Shattering Impact and Blood Rush, and then as much corrosive as I can possibly fit on there, as well as Prime Reach and Prime Fury. Prime Reach to actually reach the sentients, though I don't think you actually really need this if you're using Grendel, so you could just replace it with the crit damage, but this is just a quality of life sort of dealio. So I recommend you keep that on. Now for Umbra's build, this is actually what I'd recommend for you as far as Umbra goes. You don't really need any power strength, though I have it on there just for the extra tower resistance that I get from the Umbra set. As well as I have adaptation to make me super duper tanky against sentients on top of my already good tower resistance from the Umbra mod set. I have max efficiency because I'm really only going to be using my blind. I'm not really going to be using anything else other than maybe Slash S to move around faster. I have duration to increase the duration of Radial Howl, and my arcanes don't really matter, they're up to you. So anyway guys, good luck farming for your ephemera and your capture scenes if you really care about those. But they're pretty easy to farm and they don't take too long. They're probably going to take about 2 to 3 ones for most of you guys out there if you just do this. Anyway guys, that's all for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and to catch you guys next time. Peace.